Hi all of you, मैं शब्बीर from Edukemy and this is a very important presentation आप सबके लिए। आपके पास approximate 2 महीना बचता है starting from March of 25th से लेकर prelims तक, और ये 2 महीना आपके लिए बहुत important है। How to get a time for revision, practice, keep your mental stability and enough time to learn a bit more, and along with current affairs revision also. That's how I'm calling this as 2 months to prelims, the 60 days planner. एंड ये बहुत डिटेल्ड प्लानर है। आई विल वांट दैट आप सब बहुत केयरफुली इसको देखें। इनफैक्ट इफ पॉसिबल इसको 2-3 बार सुन लें आपको, मे बी फास्ट फॉरवर्ड में, एंड मेक योर जॉटिंग्स अकॉर्डिंगली। यू कैन ऑलवेज मॉडिफाई जैसे आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड नाउ द 60 डेज प्लानर। फर्स्ट लेट मी टेल यू दैट व्हेन यू आर गेटिंग रेडी फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन, कुछ क्रंच फैक्ट्स आपको पता होना चाहिए, विच इज 25 मई को आपका प्रीलिम्स है and you have about 60 days time starting from March the 25th, and subjects जो आपको करने हैं, core subjects जो हैं वो 7 core subjects हैं। core subjects का मतलब है I'm talking about geography as a core subject, environment as a core subject, polity is a core subject, economy is a core subject, history भी है। history को हम divide कर लेते हैं modern India and AMAC, and I also consider science and tech also as one of the core subjects. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 core subjects के साथ में you also have to prepare for current affairs and also have to prepare for CSAT. So ये सब ध्यान रखें आप लोग, जो crunch facts that you should remember. And then of course, what are the to-do list? आपको क्या definitely करना है? क्या-क्या definitely करना है? एक तो to ensure that ये 60 days के अंदर में you should complete at least 2 rounds of quick revision. ये जो last minute का revision होता है बहुत important है, जितने बार कर पाएं। I'm saying 2 rounds, but I'll try to fit in at least 3 rounds of revision. उसके बाद में हर दिन make it a habit to prepare and practice around 100 odd questions. 100 odd questions everyday practice में, and उससे learnings. And then current affair also must have 2 or 3 rounds of revision. Of course, CSAT भी करना है practice. So crunch time समझ में आ रहा है, और आपको must do things. I repeat, 2 rounds of quick revision, 100-150 questions, practice daily, current affair revision and CSAT. Now, having said this, what I'm doing is I'm trying to divide your preparation under 3 broad heads. 3 broad types के preparation करने होंगे, which I am calling as P से, one is your priority revision. This is one type of revision. I'll tell what priority revision means. F, this is focus revision. I'll explain again what I mean by focus revision. And then we have the simulated tests and practice. एकदम एग्जाम कंडीशन, एग्जाम के टाइमिंग्स में जैसे आप टेस्ट देते हैं वैसे आपको करना पड़ेगा. So you have got 3 type of revision and practice to do. One I said is priority revision, second is focus revision, third is the simulated test. Now, if I continue, let me explain what I mean by priority, which is keeping time in mind. देखो, पढ़ना तो आपको बहुत कुछ है, but आपका ज़्यादा time नहीं है. You cannot revise everything with same intensity. So you have to find a priority. What do I mean by that? Look at this sheet here. This is the broad scope of the 7 subjects. मैंने क्या किया है? For every subject, I have made a list of what are the important topics under each subject. Say polity में preamble, union territory, citizenship, fundamental rights, DPSP, amendments. वैसे geography में listing किया है. In fact, I'll suggest if you can take a screenshot of this and analyze if you have done this type of preparation or not. These are the topics which you have to cover under the subjects. वैसे ही we have the next list, which is modern India, science and tech, AMAC. You can take a screenshot of this and you can check for your own what all you have covered, what you haven't covered. But in this 60 days time, you cannot prepare everything. So what you have to do is you have to identify what are the priority areas in your preparation. Before that, if you look at the subjects, हर subject का मैंने number of topics listing कर रखा है. What do I mean by that? Okay, so if you see this, okay, I'm counting. If I count the economy, There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 topics, which I have put here. Economy is 17, 18 odd topics. वैसे geography का, if you make a list of geography, the broad areas of geography, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 approximately. So वैसे ही मैंने geography का 9 topic listing कर रखा है. So if you all can take a screenshot, what are the topics to be covered? Now you cannot cover every topic because time come here. So now what we'll do is, I'm listing down what are the important areas. This important areas is based on the frequency of questions asked. PYQ हमने last 15 साल का study किया है, and these are the important topics. Again, I insist, take a screenshot of this. The priority areas of polity are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The priority area of geography 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and topics like citizenship जो है, this is covered under current affairs. Topics like election commission can be covered under current affairs. So वैसे ही for every subject, I have listed down the priority topics. These are the priority topics of polity, geography, economy, and environment. And these are the topics priority for modern India, science and tech, and AMAC. Of course, your own analysis may differ. You may think there are some other topics which are more important. Perfectly fine. But looking at the list, you first identify which are the topics you want to revise. Remember, आपके पास time crunch है अभी, आप सब कुछ revise नहीं कर सकते. You have to focus on the more important, the more frequently asked, the more critical ones, the more tricky ones. आपको वो करना पड़ेगा. So based on this priority, so I have this list with me. Economy में जो priority topics हैं, there are 9 of them. Geography, so these are the total number of topics, and these are the priority topics. Okay, and please take a screenshot and you can always match this. So I've listed down the priority number of topics for each subject. Okay, so आपको actually जो revise करना है, आपको ये topics revision करना है, ना कि ये. Of course, the list can vary depending upon what you think is important, but identify the topics which are priority. What do I mean by focus? Now, when you are doing revisions of priority, you will come across some topics, you'll come across certain questions which are troublesome for you. जो आप बार-बार mistake कर रहे हो, जो बार-बार आपसे छूट जा रहा है, memorize नहीं कर पा रहे हो. So, priority जो list है, this is based on the frequency of questions asked. Focus जो है, this is based on the troublesome areas which are troubling you more. Okay, so once you have done the priority, the list will again narrow down when I say focus topics. And of course, then you understand what I mean by this one. Simulate का मतलब है, you must allocate some time of your preparation when you must exactly start giving the test at 9:30 in the morning till 10:30 do GS. Take a break, have a lunch, exactly at 2 o'clock, okay, up to your 5 o'clock, the second paper आप करो. इससे क्या होगा? You'll get used to the exam conditions of actual tests. So your entire 60 days I have divided into 3 blocks. The block for priority revision, the block for focus-based revision, and a block for simulated. So this is what I have been trying to list down for you. The priority revision, the focus revision, and the simulated test revision. I hope यहां तक आपको ये समझ में आ रहा है how I'm dividing it. In terms of timeline, now let's see what we have done timeline में. So we are probably standing at March the 25th. हम यहां खड़े हुए हैं. This is where we are. The time blocks I've divided is from March 25th से लेकर April 30th तक. Okay, this is one block of approximately 37 days. Then April 30th से, okay, you have up to May 10th, which is 10 days, and then May 24th, because May 25th is your D-Day. So 3 blocks में, the first block is 37 days का block है, the second block is 10 days का block है, and the third block is 14 days का block है. So 3 blocks का आप planning करेंगे. So this block I'm keeping for priority revision. This block I'm keeping for focus revision, and this block I'm keeping for simulated tests. You can all see the screen. You can make your jottings. I'll say pause the video if required. अपने notebook में ये लिख लो. Okay, March 25th से April 30th. Then from May 1st से लेके May 10th, and from May 11th से लेकर May 24th. 25th is your actual examination. The 3 time blocks for priority, focus, and simulated tests. I'm continuing again. Let me explain what I mean by priority. मैंने कहा आप repeat क्या? Priority में आप सब कुछ नहीं पढ़ सकते. Focus on the areas which you are going to get more marks, which the UPSC asks more, which the UPSC tends to repeat questions. This I have mapped from last PYQs, and more or less, okay, you can always go back and check. So what I have concluded is that if the total number of topics, this is the total topics, your priority list में दिखाया आपको बनाकर, this is the priority list. The days you will allocate, okay, the first block का मतलब है, the first block I'm talking about is the priority block. और इस priority block में आपके पास 37 days थे. So I'm allocating different time for each subjects. I'm allocating 6 days for economy, for geography, for environment, for polity. I'm allocating 6 days for AMAC, ancient, medieval, art and culture. And modern India 3 days, science and tech 4 days. So these are the days allocation. And in these allocations, what I'm doing is I'm giving you 2 rounds of revision. So economy revision will be 3 days plus 3 days. Similarly, geography 3 days plus 3 days. So round 1 you'll finish in 3 days. You'll do round 2 in another 3 days. Round 1 in 3 days, round 2 3 days. So each subject, total days I've given is 6, 6, 6, 6, and you'll have 2 rounds of revision. For modern India, the first round is 2 days, the second round is 1 day. For AMAC, 3, 3, and for science and tech, again, it is 2 plus 2 ka revision time. So in the first block of priority, I'm giving you 2 rounds of revision. And all of you can again jot this down and modify according to what works best for you. So in the priority, the first round that we have for the priority revision, I repeat, we are giving you 2 rounds of revision. You have got 37 days in which you will cover 7 subjects. Plus you also will have time for current affairs. You also will have time for CSAT. Okay. So for the priority, how will your day look like? What's the typical day that you have? This is my suggestion of how your day can be planned. You must plan for 10 to 12 hours a day. Isse kam, you can't finish off and do justice. And I think as the examination comes, this is very much possible. 10, 12 hours of day, and divide the day into 3 block of hours. 1 block of 2 or 3 hours, 1 block of 5, 6 hours, and 1 block of 1 hour. Ye jo 2, 3 hours hai, this I call as the revision block, where you will only revise your class notes. If you have done your tests properly, revise your test learnings here. This is the revision block. This is the test block, where you'll practice questions. Okay, so while you practice questions, you also should have time to look for answers. You should also have time to check and make notes on what are the right concepts. And this 1 hour is the current affairs block. Look at this, please. All of you can again make a short jotting on this. The 3 hours ka jo 3 block of hours for every day. 2, 3 hours for revision, 5 or 6 hours for test, and 1 hour for current affairs. You have to make sure that the tests aap kar rahe hain, ye tests kahan se aayenge? Whatever coaching institute you have joined, my recommendation is do the sectional tests again. If you have joined Edukemy, we have a very good range of sectional tests, or pick up anything you can from the market. So in this test one, do sectional tests. And like I'll show this to you. in the day planner, you must do thematic study. What I mean by this, you do only polity revision, polity tests, and polity current affairs. Geography revision, geography tests, and geography current affairs. You dedicate one day for one subject. That's my advice. So keeping that in mind, so if you have taken up, say, economy day, economy is economy revision, economy tests, economy current affairs, and the tests are from the sectional test you can procure from any institute. I will recommend, please take up the Edukemy test series, sectional test. It's a very well curated, very well framed. They'll give you the feel of preparation for the UPSC examination. This is your daily planner. So this is the summary of the daily planner. Round 1. Okay, round 1, which is from March 25th up to April 12th. We have 19 days. Round 2, starting from April 13th up to April 30th, you have got 18 days. And I have divided the days for each subject. Geography 3 days, environment 3 days, polity 3 days, economy 3 days, and so on. And for every day, revision task, test task, and current affairs. Finish off round 1 in 19 days. Then come to round 2. Again repeat the whole process. The most important memorization happens when you repeat and you revise repeatedly. So I am giving you the second round, the first round for 19 days, the second round in 18 days aap khatam karenge. So again, geography 3 days, economy 3 days, polity. I have mainly changed the number of days for modern India. Modern India, 2 days in the first round and 1 day in the second round. By the way, ये सब suggested है. If you can take a screenshot and you can modify these time slots on your own, whatever suits you and whatever will benefit you, that's your choice. Now let me explain how you can prepare for CSAT. Okay, CSAT is another very important part. CSAT को करना क्या होगा आपको? That while you are preparing and planning for the day, CSAT पे आपको add करना पड़ेगा. In this time slot of tests, give approximately 1 hour to CSAT, not all the days, only for 10-12 days. See what happens is CSAT qualifying hai. CSAT, because we have not been doing well, we are scared. But CSAT does not require too much of time. It's waste actually. If you have done a good work till now, see the guys who are starting off CSAT now, you must have a different plan. But those who have done some courses, who have practiced well, 10-15 days of CSAT practice is good enough. So spare 1 hour in the test day itself. Okay, ये जो 5-6 घंटे में 1 घंटा निकालो जिसमें कि 30 minutes practice करो test और 30 minutes answer ढूंढो. 30 minutes of practice, 30 minute revision. Do not do more than this is my recommendation. So now if you see how it gets modified, okay, that इसी test group में, so in geography in the 3 days you have CSAT, okay, for 1 hour into 3 days. In the environment wala tests, because यहाँ पे 3 days है, so you again add a CSAT 1 hour for 3 days. In the polity again इसी के अंदर में you again add a CSAT 1 hour for 3 days. And same you can do for economy. If you have done these 4 blocks में, you have covered approximately 12 days of CSAT practice. It should be enough. Of course, for some of you are a bit less confident, you can stretch a bit more. But आपके time slots यही रहेंगे. The way I drew the time slot, there is a revision block, there is a test block, and there is a current affairs block. So इसी test block में you identify 1 hour for CSAT for 10-15 days, whatever suits you. Okay, that's my recommendation for the CSAT practice. Let's move on. Okay, and in the second round, most of us may not require CSAT. That's my understanding. But if you want to have some practice again, maybe you can allocate 1 hour if you want in the previous, in the round 2 also. That's your choice. Now, how to match current affairs? So for current affairs, this is the data here. We recommend you should do at least 1.5 years ka current affairs. So here I'm taking up from January 24th से March 25th तक. Some of you might consider April also. So about 15-16 months you have to cover current affairs. And the focus revision, जो revision करेंगे आप, you have about 37 days. I've written focus here, should be actually the revision in the priority and focus. So 37 days आपके पास है to do the revision for the current affairs. Now this is my recommendation here. When you are doing round one, this is the round one of your revision, जो आपका March 25th से लेकर 12th तक चल रहा है, 19 days. इसी 19 days में you again go thematic. So when you're doing geography, let the current affairs be location environment. When doing environment, let the current affairs again be location environment. जब politics कर रहे हो polity revision, economy कर रहे हो economy का current affairs, modern India में भी economy continue करना. So you have got 6 days, 3 days here, 3 days here. 6 days you can revise location and environment के current affairs. Polity you're revising for 3 days, polity current affairs. Economy you're revising for 6 days. So the day का जो third block है, whatever the theme you are having, keep that theme. And the same, this is the first round of revision. Second round में वापस वही repeat करना. Or you can always modify according to what areas you are weak in. I want to give you a bit more time for science and tech. Science and tech and environment unfortunately gets neglected. But अच्छे खासे questions होते हैं. If the concepts and the current affairs are taken care, you have a good range of questions that you can prepare in your current affairs. So make sure that this is the recommendation for the current affairs revision, starting from March 25th से लेकर April 30th तक. So 37 days में you are doing 2 rounds of current affairs. And my recommendation is we have shared current affairs thematically from January 24th. Please follow that list. It's a very comprehensive list of current affairs. Most institutes make a mistake of publishing too much. Students tend to overdo current affairs. अभी भी examination में 60-70% continues to be static part. Current affairs का थोड़ा कम weightage है, but we tend to overdo this. 20 odd questions आते हैं current affairs में. So if you follow this, your preparation of current affairs should be fine. So I have discussed the priority round of revision कैसे करना है. Priority where you identified the important topics based on PYQs, and I have given you a complete list of 2 rounds, 7 subjects. I also added current affairs. I also added CSAT. Now let us take up the second block. Second block जो आपका शुरू होता है from May 1st up to May the 10th. What I call as the focus revision stage. The focus revision stage. So let me focus on this one. Now, if you look at this, ये focus में करना क्या है? While you are preparing for your round 1, round 2 of your priority, you'll come across lot of topics, lot of concepts that keep on troubling you. You must make a separate list of that. So when you are revising geography, what are the troublesome topics? When revising environment, what are the troublesome topics? When revising polity, what are the troublesome topics? The troublesome topics which you keep forgetting, you keep messing up, you keep getting confused, you must make a list while you are doing the priority revision. So from round 1, round 2, you will make a list of what are the topics that trouble you, that you fail to remember or fail to understand. Now, those topics you will put under this schedule. So, starting from your 1st of May से शुरू करके 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days आपके पास है. 10 days. Current affairs also go troublesome topics. So troublesome topics of current affairs, say environment. Troublesome topics of current affairs, जो polity है. Troublesome topics of economy. And you can give maybe some days for location also. So आपका एक टाइप का 3 round revision हो रहा है. And one day for geography. और इसका भी यही process है. Revise, give your tests. Revise, give your test. So focus revision, you have got 10 days, and this is how you can distribute. So this is the target for May 1st, this is May 2nd, this is May 3rd, and I have given May 9th and May 10th. Yahan par, it's up to you if you want to spend some more time on a subject that is troubling you. So 10 days mein aapka focus revision is done. I'll recommend, please take a screenshot of this and see if it helps you organize your own preparation. So I've taken care of 2 blocks. What is priority revision and what's focus revision? Let's move ahead now. Okay. In your, when you are getting into the mode of the focus revision, your number of hours must now increase. 10-12 hours ab enough nahi hoga. You must get into a bit more, 15 hours. Revision time bhi badhao, test time bhi badhao, or current affairs bhi badhao. So from 10-12 hours, you're jumping now to 15 hours planning for the day. Now come towards the simulated practice. Your third block hai. The third block which you will start from May 11 se shuru karoge up to May 24th tak. Okay, this is 14 days, okay, that you have before the examination. In a simulated practice, we recommend do tests according to the exam schedules UPSC ka. Every day, give 1 GS paper and 1 CSAT paper. जैसे 3-3 घंटा 6 घंटे के बाद में then do revision, उसके बाद जो करना है करो. तो simulated test में this is the schedule I'll recommend. मैंने आपको पूरा चार्ट बना दिया यहाँ पर. So 9:30 to 11 o'clock तक. Okay. And which test will you do? My recommendation is do the PYQs. Because if you solve the PYQs, what happens is you get used to the UPSC language. You get used to UPSC phrasing. You get used to UPSC ka question paper. Wo feel, that look, you are familiar now. So 11 se shuru karke, you have exactly 14 tests to cover up to May 24th. And because many of you may have done the PYQs already, your PYQs will not take more than 1.5 hours. So now what you do is, in the same slot, try solving of a FLT, full-length test of any institute. It can be a repeat test. So in these 3 hours, I'm recommending do PYQs very quickly, stop and then do FLTs. So 14 FLTs. Take a lunch break. Then again start the CSAT. Do 14 years of CSAT and then do again another 14 FLT tests. So this way what will happen is, you'll get used to the exam practice and exam conditions. You again can take a screenshot of this. In fact, I'll share the PDF of all these planners. And after you have finished this off, you can go for test learnings. Whatever you are learning, make a note. Whatever mistakes you have made, make a note. What are the revisions that require, make a note. And keep on doing this. And this revision is your choice. You can do current affairs revision or whatever revision you want to take care of. So last 14 days ka aapka aisa spread rahega. So I have taken care of the 3 blocks. The priority starts from March 25th to April 30th. The focus starts from May 1st up to May 10th. And the simulation is from May 10th up to May 14th. These are 3 blocks in which you can divide your entire preparation. These are some things you must remember. That simulated tests should be of last couple of years, preferably 10 years or 12 years, jo bhi hai. You must not compromise on the sleep. Find a way where you can rest yourself. 6 to 8 hours of sleep is a must. I'll recommend that retire by 11 and 12 and wake up at 7-8 a.m. and start your work. And some of you, maybe you are habitual to study late. ठीक है, study late करो. But when you start the simulated tests, make sure your day starts early. So that's my recommendation. Okay. The first block, जो मैंने आपको block बताया, the daily block, my recommendation is the first block should be kept for revisions. The second block you keep for tests. So the first hours पे revision करो and the afternoon में test करो. And make sure that last 1 hour, when you're doing current affairs, last 1 hour में, you quickly revise whatever you have learned or you have covered the mornings to the afternoons. Please eat well and drink lots and lots of water. So dear aspirants, This was a very detailed planner I shared with you. I'll recommend watch the entire planner again. Take screenshots, make jottings, take a proper calendar, dates डाल के identify what all you must do. This type of planning बनाने में ही it'll take you 1 day. So do this. You have any problems, reach out to me. Okay, you are free to call me. Leave a WhatsApp message 9868424660. Okay, I will be there. If I don't pick up the phone, write your name and send in your query. I will revert back and clarify if you have any things that I can help you with. So this is the planner. My wishes to all of you. I'll come back and make a smaller planner of a different kind as the examination starts approaching. And my recommendation, please look at the Edukemy test series. We have a very good range of questions. We have done a lot of hard work. The questions are the way UPSC asks the questions. हमारा प्रयास भी है, वो भी attempt करें. And my heartful wishes, may the best one qualify. God give you the strength, the forbearance, the type of attitude to keep on fighting and making this your successful attempt. All the best. Take care. Shabbir from Edukemy.